My temperature is rising because I am on Zoom with the men of 98 Degrees. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Great.
All right, y'all have so much in store for us this year, so let's break it all down and start from the top. How did this comeback begin? Was it brainstormed during COVID? Whose idea was it? How was it put together? Give me all the behind-the-scenes details.
Well, we stayed in communication, obviously, through COVID. We have a group text that we were on until Jeff changed his number and didn't tell anybody about it, and then he wasn't getting texts, and then so it was like this whole thing. But we didn't know if he was alive for a little bit, but we figured it out. He still is alive. But it was yes, we're very thankful for that. But it was just kind of something where over COVID we really realized how much we enjoyed performing together, singing together. We decided that we wanted to take the opportunity to make new music since we couldn't do live shows. So we kind of created our own bubble in Las Vegas at the Westgate, which is the former Elvis Hilton. And so we went there and we recorded a couple songs, and so we're really excited to get them out over the summer.
You guys remixed a lot of your original hits. What was that process like?
Honestly, they were pretty much original recordings that were reworked and remixed, for all our fans out there. And it was cool for us as well to hear kind of a new take on songs that we've sung for the past, 25 years, basically. So these songs that we performed countless times in concert, that our fans have heard countless times, they'll be reimagined this summer as part of our remix, project, which we're super excited about. And we couldn't be happier with the way it came out. I think it's just a chance for our fans and for us to kind of like see these songs that we've known and loved for years, but see them and hear them in a totally different way.
How are you able to modernize those tracks without getting rid of the nostalgia that we love so much?
Honestly, we just have a great producer that worked with us. I mean, the way that they reimagined them, they heard things in the tracks that we didn't even focus on, just ways, different parts of the hook that became the focus of the hook as opposed to taglines that we've sung for 20 years. So I wish we could take credit for reimagining the remixes, but honestly, it's the producers that we worked with, and they just did a fantastic job of, kind of pulling out things that were just kind of hidden under there, and kind of bringing those up into focus.
Yeah, there are a couple. Dare I say, I actually think I like the remix maybe a little better than the original. It's like, wow, I wish we'd done that the first time around. But it came out really, really, really well, and we're super excited for everyone here this summer.
Well, everything happens for a reason, and a little birdie tells me that we're all about to experience 98 degrees of summer. What exactly does that entail?
We have this thing called the 98 Degrees of Summer, so we'll be rolling out new things all throughout these 98 days. Really just, exciting things for us and for our fans. Some of it is old stuff from the archives, that some of the stuff we haven't even seen ourselves, and also we're inviting our fans to send us stuff that they might have, pictures and footage of stuff that they've taken, and really we're just excited to be coming back out with new music and coming out to do shows for our fans, and we look forward to taking things to a whole nother level.
It takes us down memory lane too. We're seeing stuff that, some of the stuff we've compartmentalized and put in the back of our minds because the way we were dressed or the way we looked, but
some of we just blocked out completely.
Exactly. But
a lot of therapy.
It's been refreshing, and we're encouraging fans to keep submitting stuff to the socials, and we're going to continue to put them out there as well. So,
is there anything that stands out to you, like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that we did that?
Most of the stuff, actually. I mean, just the way we dressed. It was such a different era, and look, we kind of alluded to it. Not to give too many secrets away with our music video, we alluded to our old sort of flashback looks in the new music video and paying ode to that era and stuff like that. And a lot of it's due to the fans and what they've kind of submitted on the websites and all that stuff. It's a fun time for us. We're kind of having a good time with the whole experience, actually.
But like the way music kind of takes you back in a nostalgic way, and you're like, oh, I remember where I was when I heard that song, or I did this to that song, or whatever. We see certain pictures and certain outfits. Like, I remember exactly where we were when we wore that outfit, exactly what happened that night. It was the VMAs. It's when the guy from Rage Against the Machine climbed the scaffolding, and we have all these certain memories that we're brought back to as well. So to Jeff's point, it's fun for us too to take this walk down memory lane and have this nostalgic moment as well.
Bringing back some of these outfits, what was it like seeing yourself in the modern day version of it?
Well, most of the outfits we've tried to burn, and not bring them back. There were a lot of overalls without shirts, things like that. So, it's all finding that kind of balance between like the modern fashion that is kind of this ode back to the 90s fashion right now and what we feel comfortable in and kind of what we wear now. So it's all about kind of finding that middle ground. But we're just having fun with all of it.
And ironically, the stylist said, hey, look, I really didn't have to search and go through the old archives or go to thrift stores. I went into Urban Outfitters and pretty much all that stuff has been recycled and is in style now. And I'm like, really? And
We're trendsetters.
We were
Yeah,
really far ahead of our
We're
time.
legends in our own minds.
The new track is called Where Do You Want to Go? What was the inspiration behind the track, and what did you each bring to the table in the making of the song?
It's funny, we were actually working with this production team on another song that we had really fallen in love with, and they said, hey, there's this other song you guys should check out, which is a similar story to how we first recorded Because of You back in the day. We were working with this guy from Sweden. He said, have you heard this other track I've done? No, we haven't. So we recorded Because of You. Kind of same thing. We heard this song, like, you know what, this is a smash, like, and a perfect summer song. It's just got that cool summer party vibe. Everyone's coming out of a horrible year and a half of COVID. We all want to get back to doing things we love, being with our friends that we love, getting out partying. And this song, I think, just is totally right for that time. So we're super psyched about it. On a musical level, I think we sound better than we ever have, and really proud of like who we are as singers and musicians. And we're just excited to have some new music to give to our fans and new music to come out and give them. So I think everyone's going to love it. It comes out July 9th. Where Do You Want to Go, as you already mentioned. So hopefully everyone will check that out and love it as much as we do.
What was it like being back in the recording studio together?
Honestly, we haven't been in a recording studio. We recorded in a hotel room. Yeah, so that's the beauty of recording music now. We can record it anywhere. All you need is a laptop and a microphone, pretty much. So we were able to, when we created this bubble in Vegas, we basically just locked down a floor of a hotel. It was pretty much us and the producers and management. And we literally just set up a suite as our recording studio. And it was great because for us, it's like riding a bike. I mean, this is kind of how we started, 20 plus years ago, was recording our demo and just being in the studio and making music together. So for us, it's like, just like old times. There's nothing new about it, but it's comforting. You feel at home in the studio, singing together. Our voices, like Nick mentioned, sound, great together still and probably better than ever. So it was a fantastic experience.
Looking forward at this new decade of 98 Degrees, is there anything that you want to do differently?
No, I mean, I think we've already, as people, as humans, as men, as performers, evolved over the 20 some years we've been together. And so I think we're already doing things differently than we've done in the past, and that's served us well. I think we have a lot better of an appreciation for the opportunities we still get to have, at 47, 48 years of age.
I'm not 47 or 48 for the record.
But we're all fine wine. We are all aging finely like wine.
So I think we've all, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think we've all taken the approach of, hey, everything happens for a reason. There's no regrets. Our path was exactly how it needed to be, and the beauty of it is we still get to walk down that path. We're still doing it. We're enjoying it more than ever, and I think we're doing it better than ever and appreciating it more than ever. So it's all good. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Especially now that social media is a thing, is this 98 Degrees of Summer campaign solely on social media to sort of target the newer generations who use the platform?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you have to embrace social media now at this point. It's become such a part of life. So many people get their news through social media, get their information, they watch TV through social media. So at this point, if you don't embrace social media, you're going to be left in the dust. So for us old men, we had to get with it too and kind of go forward. But I think social media is a great way for artists to be able to interact directly with their fans. You don't have to go through a middle person. There's no, publicist that has to happen. You put it up on your socials and it goes straight to your fans. And I think that's the beauty of it. We want to put out new music. It goes straight to them. We want to interact with them. It's the perfect music for that.
Instant gratification? Like Instagram?
See, it's
Wow.
terrible. It was a
Instant
terrible
Creativity right before your very eyes.
It's always working. It's always working.
For us, we are trying to bridge that gap between our original fan base, who is a few years younger than us probably, and then this new fan base that we've been building up, a lot of which are kids of our original fan base. So it is kind of finding us finding that middle ground. But I think this song, "Do You Want to Go," is a great.
Try it again.
Where do you want to go?
I think
Even I'm confused.
Do you want to dance where you want to go?
It's a new
It's
single.
a brand new one. We're coming out tonight.
Do you want to do?
Do you want to dance where you want to go?
it's the remix.
called-
the remix
It's
title.
called "Do You Where You
Where you want?
The very one thing we
Where
want to
do
say is
you
clearly.
want to go? Where do you want to go is the name of the song. Look, on a serious note, I think that, finding a way to embrace the social media is something that we've been trying to follow along with throughout the years, and that we're getting the hang of it because we all have kids, with the exception of Justin. But, it gives us a new opportunity to reach a new audience, to Drew's point, and for us to get out there and experiment with new ways to get ourselves out there and introduce our new fans to new music and kind of reinvigorate our old fan base as well.
Yeah, and I think also at the end of this 98 Days of Summer campaign, we're going to be releasing an EP of new music. So it's not just this one single on July 9th. In the fall, you got even more stuff coming.
Well, you guys, I am so excited for 98 Degrees of Summer. I'm already living my best life through you guys. So thank you so much for your time today. And I will see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
I'm Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees, and you've just been buzzed.